Spiraling into my head with Gab.
Happy becoming Gab Gang!
Welcome to our spiral.
What's swirling around in our heads today? Let's descend into it.
Disclaimer, I'm not a professional at giving life advice, just a girl out here living and learning as we all do. This podcast is for people who want to have raw and honest conversations. Any negativity is not welcome. If you're here for a good time and to feel like we're on FaceTime, then this podcast is for you.
So sit down, buckle up, keep all extremities in the vehicle at all times. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Guys, I'm Dana, Gabby's mom.
I'm a crazy aunt, Dirty D.
And I'm Gabby.
Gabby Dabby
Danielle, Dirty D. Whatever you see fit.
We're in complete
I've
chill
been called
mode.
worse, I promise.
And I'm gonna put a disclaimer here right now. I vocal stim a lot, so that's part of my spiral. So definitely buckle up on that one.
I just talk a lot and don't care, so.
Here we go. So speaking of talking a lot, let's get into our first topic, guys. Internal dialogue.
Yes.
Do you talk to yourself?
All
Do
the
you
time.
hear yourself?
I wasn't aware how uncommon it is to have an internal spiral.
I was literally at work today talking to myself out loud. The lady says something, we're in the bay or whatever. And I was like, oh, I was just talking to myself. Don't mind me. And I realized, like, I say that a lot.
I don't know that I talk out loud to myself.
I don't do that all the time.
I do sometimes, but like internally, I talk to myself. And I draw things in my head. Like I have a whiteboard in my head.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, my imagination is not that big.
Or if you say like apple. Do you see apple in your head right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
People don't do that.
But I see like a very clear, distinct,
I
like
don't.
up close apple.
Yeah, me too. Like a red apple. Like
Like
shiny
it's
and it's
swirling
spinning.
around.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I still can't
So what do you see?
vividly see that. I feel it.
So
You don't see it?
I can like tell there's something there. Like
But you don't see it. Like I
I don't
see
see it. I feel
a
it.
red apple, just like on display.
But didn't you say last night I feel things? She sees things.
Maybe it was. I think maybe, or was the opposite?
yeah, it was
No.
that she feels it, or I feel it.
Oh.
Then I see it, you see it, and you feel it.
I just
And we also get sidetracked
Oh,
a lot on our
Yeah,
spirals.
ADH high definition D,
And we're old. I have no idea what she's talking about.
ADHD.
Yeah.
We're gonna be a little bit everywhere. It's like a roller coaster.
I know what ADHD was. I don't know what
He calls it
Clearly, we all
ADH.
have it.
that thing
Squirrel.
was.
He calls it ADH high definition D.
Oh, love that for him. Back to internal dialogue. Do you have an internal dialogue? Drop comment below.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say a word. I'm gonna say an object. Remote control. Do you see it? What do you see?
I do.
Or
A
do you
black
feel
one with
it?
a red button.
Okay, you do.
But I don't like vividly see it.
Do you see it or do you feel it? Or is it kind
Both. It's
Like,
almost
I could
like
reach
a
in my head
combination,
and pull it out.
combination of both.
Okay, we'll still on time.
No, it's not like I'm looking at a remote like this. It's like I see it and it's gone, or I don't know. I honestly can't
Well, some people
explain
don't see
it.
anything. It's just
Yeah.
nothingness.
I didn't know that.
Or could you imagine just like walking from here to the bathroom and not having 27 different conversations and like, okay, I need to take clothes out of the dryer.
But I do
Why
that all the time.
do fish get lost in the sea like that? People don't.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to myself all the time when
Sorry,
I'm by
guys.
myself in my head.
But some people don't. There's just
Well, then
not-
what do they do? How do they
Why
entertain
do they
do
themselves?
it? It's like they have.
They're like robotic. It's like a robotic. Not what is what's it called when you automatically do something? Autopilot. They're on autopilot.
So they're not thinking.
Like,
You
No.
don't think like you're not in your head thinking.
No, they
Like,
just do it. Like
yeah,
they think to
I
do
have,
it and then they
like-
just do it.
I have like reminders in my head, so it's like okay.
Yeah.
I have windows open. Casa
Yeah.
says I have like computer windows open.
Maybe.
And then as I do it, the tabs just slowly go.
But something else pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they just do it. They don't have nothing.
But remember the other day when I told you I couldn't find something? I was like, I told myself if I put it here, I'm not going to remember. But yet I still didn't listen to myself too. But
yeah, I
if
can
I would
remember.
listen to myself, I wouldn't have all these problems. That's what I'm getting at, I guess.
But I can remember a conversation I had in like second grade that I should have said that instead of
No, I
at like
can't.
2 a.m.
I remember
That's
learning
crazy.
Tim McGraw, don't take the girl every word for it in third grade. That's the only thing I remember about the third grade.
Mine comes in spurts. like remembering
Yeah, when I
certain
just see-
situations.
Certain things will trigger it. Smells are a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Smells trigger
Mhm.
memories. Or seeing or hearing something.
Yeah.
And like the whole gate. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but like the whole gate program, the Gifted and Talented. Like I told Gabby, like hearing.
You know, it was definitely not.
Hearing the headphones and stuff, like it triggered memories of like me being in there. But we're not doing that tonight.
It's like I remember doing like the testing, I guess, to see if you do get in that, or if you can get in it.
They snatched me up and almost
But,
go to school running until I was out of junior high. Till I moved here.
We're going down that rabbit hole.
Okay, no, we're not. No, we're not. Abort. Okay.
Okay, guys. We're gonna talk about breaking toxic cycles. Me personally, I feel like a toxic cycle that I am in the midst of breaking is negative self-talk and having a negative outlook on life. Because I used to be
very hard.
a very, very, very big negative Nancy. Like, oh, this is gonna be horrible. Things are just gonna go to crap automatically. And now
We've kind of been on this together though.
yeah.
And I have noticed the more I listen to my positive side, the more positive
And
comes.
even if the outcome
things-
isn't
What you put out
positive,
is what you get back.
Mhm.
yeah, and even if the outcome isn't necessarily positive, it doesn't affect me the way that it would had I continuously thought negatively.
Yeah.
So like if I'm hoping that something good happens and something bad happens, it's not the end of the world because I'm okay. I have a positive mindset.
Well, and my thing is like I have just never been myself.
Yeah.
So breaking that all together and just not caring what people think, just don't care. I don't know how to tell people just don't care, but it's the best thing for them. Not to care about other people, to
Sometimes
care
you have
about
to be-
themselves.
You have to be selfish. You have to be selfish sometimes.
Yes.
Because you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I also think that selfish has such a negative connotation. I feel like
It should
being
be self-love. Let's replace selfish
with
with
self
Self-care, self-love,
yeah. Prioritization.
Yes.
of the self.
Start
Because-
putting yourself before you put other people that aren't putting into you what you put into them.
Because when you're putting so much into others and you're not doing that for yourself first, you are left empty.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay,
they don't
well,
give back.
no, at all.
And you don't know how to
And
put
that's a
yourself
toxic
back up either.
cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will not change until you literally put your foot down with yourself and be like, and I know this for a fact, put your foot down with yourself and say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to live for myself. I'm going to do things for myself. I'm going to show up for myself, which I have a very hard time doing.
Yeah.
But to just put yourself first.
Kind of what I've told Gabby and my kids is like the way that you talk to your friends and the people that you love.
But I don't
Why
know how
can't
to
you
do
talk to
that.
yourself like that?
I don't know how to do that for
I don't
other
think- I think-
people though either.
Oh, and see, that's my toxic cycle is I'm a saver. So I will literally pour my whole
I'll
complete
drown and
Like,
keep you
I
up.
yes.
I
literally.
can do it to other people. I'm there in other ways though. I'm not one to compliments are hard for me to give for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, I'm so good at that. Oh my gosh, I love
I've
lifting
always-
people up in that way, but I have in the past found it really hard to do the same to myself.
Yeah. Well, I've tried to always write y'all notes and show y'all what that feels, but also hey, that feels really good if you see somebody in the store and be just hey, I really like your jeans, or you never know, could be literally.
I mean, I do so. I guess it's honestly, and this is a crappy thing to say, but people closest to me, I don't know how to show that because I never got it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, see, and I think I overcompensate with it sometimes because I was lacking in it from certain people. Not.
Yeah, I feel like growing up, I was in not so great friend groups with really toxic people, and I remember this one girl specifically. If you see this, what time are we at? Fuck you.
Whoa! She said what she said.
We hit 10 minutes? Did I go 10 minutes without saying
that's her name, but whatever.
But like, it's just she would bring me. She would call me fat. She would say stuff about me.
Oh, well,
We're back.
She
Yeah.
would, I'll bleep the name. She called me fat. She would pick me apart. She would say
But it's
that
usually
my
people's own
eyebrow-
insecurity.
Well, yeah, but she would say stuff about my eyebrows, my face, all these things. And then, like, okay, as puberty hit, and then I started getting curves, she would say, well, you only look like that because you're short. You know, you're short, so that's why you have curves.
Love your body. Everybody.
are
But
you putting me down?
in the journey, because I'm about to tell you, because in the journey that we are on right now, I have learned a lot about our family. That was never a thing. Making someone feel better or complimenting people for things, or we are very hard people. That's why y'all don't get compliments from me. Yes, I can compliment you or say, but I don't tell you you're beautiful all the time. Yes, I think that. I hope that you would know that I think that, I guess, but it's very hard.
But that's one thing. Oh, listen, people aren't mind readers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You gotta
so
speak up and say-
and at that age, she doesn't know any better either. Granted, I don't know, because I never did that to people either.
I mean, it was from the ages of, like, whenever we first started being friends at, like, what, 6 to 16.
Mhm.
Like, it was my whole life. And it got to a point to where I had started believing those things. So, like, as I had gotten older, that's all I thought of myself. But I'm, like, breaking that now. And I know I'm beautiful. I don't have to be skinny to be
No,
pretty.
absolutely not.
And I don't have to look like I have plastic surgery and lip
Not that
filler.
there's anything wrong with
No, there
plastic
isn't.
surgery.
There
Pop off
isn't.
queen.
No, slay. But, like, I don't have to look like that. to
But
attain
like,
that.
but what I think is ultimately beautiful in my head might not be what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to pick some. Like, I can literally look at almost every, like, unless you're just an ugly, hateful, nasty
And that
soul,
makes you ugly.
then
That
I
makes
can't.
That's a lot of people these days.
But I can
keep
literally,
moving.
I think every person has something beautiful about them.
Well, I think everybody
Like, how
is
boring would it be?
beautiful and-
Beautiful wouldn't the word beautiful wouldn't exist if we all looked the exact same.
Well, that's
Think about
another
that.
thing too. Is like I don't really like have a type. I mean, I guess if you think
It's
about it,
literally
I
that.
have two. I guess that I typically go for, but it's like I can't just say and completely eliminate people just because of whatever reason. Like I can find beauty in everybody and attraction in everyone.
And
Or
you
not
could be
me.
you could be the finest thing ever and have the ugliest soul, and
And
that
that
just totally
is-
ruins
that makes you
everything.
very.
Or no sense of humor, out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Theo Vaughn. I'm pretty sure I'm your soulmate. Feel free to tag him below.
Poor Theo, come talk to me first.
Don't listen to her.
Yeah, you might want to.
But
Oh, it'll be a good time. It's always a good time. I mean, I've stuck around this long.
here we are.
It's a good time.
Breaking toxic cycles, first of all, is realizing the toxic cycle. You don't feel
Yeah.
like it's kind of like, not to go down a rabbit hole, but like me and her dad, her father, we'll call him Drake. I don't think either one of us learned
Shout out
how
Drake.
to actually love from our environments that we came from. So it was just we created a toxic environment together, and we broke that cycle, and now we best friends, we co-parent together.
You co-parent. He calls you a problem.
I mean, she said it, not me, Drake.
But like, it's just, I feel like the first step is obviously identifying the issue, which is hard in its own because it takes a level of self-awareness and a level of reflection that a lot of people aren't ready
Well,
for.
Nobody's ready for the
But
hard
it-
truth.
But it also it makes you have to have an open mind too, because if that's what you were literally exposed to from the time that you were born till I was 21 when I had you, that was what I thought was normal. So it took me opening my mind or both of us to open our minds and be like, okay, wait a minute. I don't think love is supposed to be me chunking an ashtray at your dad's head, or, you know.
Well, I can say one cycle that you've definitely broken for sure is like your self-awareness and like us growing up, things that didn't go as planned or didn't go the way that they should have. Like, we can be raw and honest with you and be like, hey, this hurt me, or hey, I didn't like this, or hey, this happened and it wasn't good. And you can take that as like constructive. You don't look at it as us being negative to you or being mean, and you are able to apologize for
I teach myself how to parent. I'm still teaching myself.
Well,
how
yeah,
to
I know
parent.
that, but I'm saying
No. That's what I'm saying. So to me, it's a learning. I'm out here living for the first time too, just like y'all. So I'm learning.
You're parenting at this age for the first time, and they're kidding at this age for the first time.
And so, like, why can't I learn from y'all the same way you learn from me?
Yeah.
You know, I just don't understand why that's such a hard concept.
But parents also have to be more aware that to voice to their children that they can come to them with certain things, or they
just
can be open with
and
them. Because
also giving us an environment where we feel like we can.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't talk at them. Talk with them.
Yes.
Yeah, and like you have broken a lot of stuff that like you thought was normal when we were younger because of the environment that you had grown up in. So like when we do have conversations about it, I really like that you don't get mad, you don't get defensive. You are open and you allow us to feel like it's a safe space to talk about.
Well, you're a human being just like I am. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem.
But
with
your mom
the damn
also
world
doesn't-
today. We're all human.
Your mom also doesn't try to control you.
Well, and I told them, like, just because that's the way that's the way that it always has been, doesn't mean that that's the way it has to continue to be.
Yeah.
Because guess what? 100 years ago, it wasn't. 1,000 years ago, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things change, things evolve, and the only way that happens is if there's conversations had.
Well, yeah, and I like that we can have a conversation, and it's not like I'm an adult, you're a kid kind of situation, because you have recognized times where you are wrong, even as the adult, and I feel like for a lot of adults, it's hard. It's because it's like,
It's an ego thing.
you think,
Yeah.
a lot of
Who
adults...
wants to admit they're wrong to their child?
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I mean, sometimes I can remember being 7, 8 years old in a room full of 40, 50-year-olds and looking around being, I'm the smartest motherfucker in this room.
Oh,
And
not me, because it was evaporate. You didn't.
Oh,
you
yeah,
weren't
and then
around
that's
when
another,
it-
I was a go-to-your-room kid.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I was raised. I played in my
Oh,
room.
yeah, they would go
You're
outside.
upset, go, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you couldn't go
Yeah.
outside, it was go to your room. I
Yeah.
never wanted that. I wanted clearly, they'll go,
Your kids have always been with us.
yeah, like, I didn't want them to feel like,
But we also didn't
Just
talk
go
about
away.
things we shouldn't be talking about in front of them if they were old enough to understand.
But also in the same breath, we are also very respectful, and we are aware that like y'all are adults and we respect y'all.
Yeah.
But it's because like y'all have given us this like safe space and this like.
but let me just say
sorry,
this,
Tootie.
though. You can take it, it's a balance, like I said, still learning, still growing. Clearly, Gabby was the guinea pig. She's the oldest, and then we have a 18-year-old middle daughter, her sister Mia. Shout out.
We don't have. I mean, we have, but we don't have.
Shout out Mimi
This isn't
Seeger.
a relationship, because there was something earlier. Oh, when I said, well, I've stuck around this long, I was like, they're gonna think we're together. I mean, you can think what you want. I really don't care.
And then they have
so.
a younger brother. Shout out Kai Kai, who's 16, and
He's mine.
he definitely has an opinion, has no filter, and speaks his mind anytime he wants.
Well, I do too, and that gets me in trouble with certain people.
So I mean, I still think it's, I don't know, it's just, but you're just humans. Like,
But you've allowed your kids to be themselves. To
Oh,
be
yeah.
I'm
them.
so thankful for that, because like we're not like copy paste
Yeah.
certain individuals that live where we live,
like I said, we're all humans. We're all different. Like,
and we're also different than each other too, in like the
Very.
best ways possible. Like Mia and Mia.
Could you imagine 2 Mias?
love you, Mia.
Could you imagine 2 Kais?
Oh,
Yeah.
2 Gabbies?
Y'all already have 2 guys, me and Kai.
well, at least y'all got some years apart.
No, ain't no lie.
So yeah, talk with your kids, not at your kids.
Yes.
And if you
Make them
and if
feel
you
safe.
don't get what that means, then you probably
come
definitely
talk to
need
me.
to sit with it.
Come find my Facebook. We can talk. I'll tell you how to parent. I haven't raised no children of my own, but I've raised
Definitely
many children.
helps.
Many, many children.
You've acquired many children, just like
I
my
have.
mom.
I'm still acquiring children. Literally.
Speaking of letting your children be who they are. Let's get into some spirituality here.
I think that this topic is very important, especially for, I'm not going to disclose where we live, but where we live,
We have a lot of churches.
Lots of
And it
churches
ain't
and
chicken.
Dollar Generals everywhere. Everywhere you turn, and it's just
Which that's not a bad thing. If that's
no, it's not a bad thing, but it feel like.
But I think exposing your kids to that, but also allowing, if that's something that resonates with them,
It's
and
shoved down our throats.
that's the only way. And it's not. But if it's something I think it's a good moral compass for them to start with, maybe to first be exposed to Christianity and church, and a lot of them are loving environments. They're not all toxic and touching little children where they shouldn't be touching them.
I heard something.
But-
Somebody said the other day about a church. Oh, it was a Halloween house. Like they took all these kids. It was supposed to be.
Oh no, that's called a. Come on, Baptist.
Oh.
What's it called? Ah, it's somebody
She
screaming at us right now.
She used to do those prank calls. She's a dark-headed girl.
No, we definitely spiraling.
Oh man, she is freaking
Judgment
funny.
houses.
Yes. Anyway, that girl's funny too. Wish I knew her name so I could tell.
Anyways,
these people.
I think kids should be exposed to everything. I've kind of always told my kids, like, kind of look at it this way. Say that we were born in another country and that country's prominent religion was Buddhist, right? Well, we would most likely be Buddhist and have been, taught that and generations down, and that's what we would believe is right? So it's kind of, but who's to say that they're right and I'm right, or they're wrong? I don't think anybody knows anything.
I don't know that anybody's right or wrong.
But I will say this: karma is the biggest bitch you'll ever meet in your life.
Oh yeah, because I've met that bitch several times.
I promise you, whatever you put out, you're gonna get
Tenfold.
at
What's
least
that called?
threefold back.
Tenfold.
I told someone to say that.
10 times.
Is it
10, 3, 50, I don't give a fuck.
It's coming back.
It's coming back. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. Karma, energy is real.
I was a firm believer in none of that
Another thing.
until I have started to
Dabble in it yourself.
dabble in some things.
Another thing that I find really funny and kind of ironic where we live is that people will be super, religious in that sense, which is fine completely. But they'll have like superstitions and they'll have like their own little, niches.
Well, we're from the side.
Yeah, it's like those are based off of Tootie.
Because they only
That's my
believe
dog.
what they
Yeah.
Come here, Tooch. Come here.
they set their own rules. They say what can go and what can't go. Well, that's bullshit.
But it's also like y'all have these things, right? These niches, these superstitions, and y'all realize that does not come from what you believe in. That would.
It's from what somebody else told you.
It doesn't have to do with religion. Let's say, when somebody's getting married, something borrowed, something blue.
Yeah.
Like that's
If I told you that from when you were born, milk gave you cancer, you would never drink milk.
Yeah.
Milk's disgusting.
Same thing with the Bible. They're telling you all these things are true all your whole life.
Or like how me and Mom thought we couldn't drive with the cargo light on in the car
yes.
because we
And
thought
I'm
that
not
was
saying the
illegal.
Bible is right or wrong. I don't know. I believe God is in my heart. But I also think that I don't feel like all this things that we have been doing have been wrong. I haven't gotten a bad feeling, and we all know my gut's 99.9% right most of the time.
Another thing is that like these people who have, I just feel like today's Christians, right? There's this saying on TikTok, and it's like there's no hate like Christian love. Christian, I'm gonna use that very loosely because these people are very judgmental and they're
hypocritical. That's why I won't go to a church.
People, and that is just like that is not Christianity. When I think of Christianity, I don't think of that.
Because
That's
in
horrible.
Christianity, judgment is for one person, and it's none of us.
Exactly.
So
And then they like to weigh out their sins, right? So they'll
Well,
look
and
at
if
somebody.
no sin is greater than the next, then how, if you're gay and I'm not, how are you going to hell and I'm going to heaven?
Yeah, and you've had.
But no sin is greater than the next.
Or like they'll have sex and they'll do all these different things that are sinful, and then
Mhm.
they'll see a gay person who hasn't done anything that they have, and they'll be like, oh, well, my sin's not as bad as yours, so you're going to hell, but I'm going to repent and I'm going to be fine. No.
And that right there takes away a lot of my faith in Christianity. Because from what I have seen, it's all bullshit. It is hypocritical. It is judgmental. It is all the good vibes aren't.
And I think a lot of it too, and I'm gonna say what I say, the patriarchy, I believe, has turned religion into control.
Yes, it's very controlling. Yeah, that's the word I got chills.
Because
that's the word I've been
they
thinking.
They took something loving and meant for
and are using it to
guidance
everyone.
and because completely manipulated it.
But I don't think that they think that they're doing bad. I think that they think that the good ones, like they are trying to lead people in a good direction. You know what I mean? But it's not always the best way.
And certain churches,
is doing good.
It's all
about intentions. Yes.
And I see like these. Okay, so there was a situation that happened recently, and this guy that I was friends with from high school, he asked me what kind of church I go to. And I said, I go to a non-denominational church. And he was like, Gabby, no. And I was like, what? And he said, no, a Pentecostal church is where it's at, because in a non-denominational church, they just think it's easy and they go the easy route and they don't teach you what's really real. And he was just cutting it down and just like invalidating everything. And I was like, he was like, I think I'm a prophet sent from God that's supposed to spread the gospel and this and that. And I was like, do you realize this has made me stray further because of how rude and how...
That's the thing. Okay, so
pushy.
This is something I learned too.
Pushy.
So I've always felt this. Evil thrives off love, right? So it always chases, it's almost like it wants what love is. Mm-hmm. But the only way...
But it can't be that?
Yeah, it can't be that because it has to be controlling and demanding and...
like a narcissist.
Feeding off.
Yes. Evil cannot exist without love, but love can definitely
we
exist
saw how
without
the evil in this house fed off of love, so we saw
and
that
or just like the evil in the world, like the divide that there is on certain issues that we will not get into. It's just,
but we all don't have to have the same mind or whatever.
No, but it's just so sad to
conversation.
It's so sad to watch these people.
You don't own the rights to any other person's body.
No,
or anything about them. Period.
Exactly.
Ever.
So that needs to be a conversation that I'm not gonna get into right now. I think evil needs love to exist, but love can exist and grow even more without evil. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why people want to control other people. I can't keep this together.
Who cares what Sally down the street does? Like, why does that matter?
If it's not affecting you, then what does it matter?
Imagine this. If we put all the energy into making ourselves better that we put into wanting to make other people better and control them, what kind of
if everybody would sit down with themselves and say, okay, I'm going to do some self-work and self-help and really work on myself and really start doing the work on themselves. If everybody in this world would do that, this world would be such a better place.
But here's the thing, though.
Nobody wants to do that, and it gets hard. It gets really hard.
And it does take. It's not fun to look at yourself and be like, "Damn, I really fucked up when my kid was 4 and I was screaming at her because she didn't put her crayons up." Who fucking cares?
Yeah, but if you can look at
I shouldn't have been doing that.
If you can look at everyone else wants to pick them apart and
pick yourself
not-
apart.
Exactly.
But nobody wants to do that because
Yes, it's
I
easier
have
for me to
picked
tell
myself apart, and it is not
Yeah.
easy, and it is a very, very, very hard realization.
No, it's not
And
easy. but
nobody
it's like,
wants
you
to
gotta
do
be
that.
able to get back what you dish
Because
out.
it's easier to talk about somebody else and what they can than actually fixing themselves, because they are the
I
problem.
mean, that even goes into being able not being able to take your own advice. Like,
But
I
do you
feel
know
like
how,
it's-
I told Gabby, like, do you know what kind of energy and even, like, what you do for just the people around you when you just work on yourself a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, she told me the other day, like, she's starting, you know, positive talk and feeling good, walking through campus, and people are just, like, smiling at
People
her.
look
and
at you
coming up to-
different.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
And
Yes.
so just that, if we can all just do that.
I seriously want to touch on that too, though, because for so long I would like keep myself in this like little bubble and like, okay, I don't want to be seen, and I hate myself, and
Same.
it's so horrible. And now that I'm the opposite, I literally, like Mom said, I was walking on campus. I had like 4 people wave at me, 2 people talk to me, everyone was smiling at me. And it's like,
But we
people
also,
are feeling that. It's
we
regulating
grew up
them
as big
too.
girls
And it makes
that
them want to.
put ourselves there to hide ourselves.
Well, yeah. And now
So in
it's
getting
like,
out of that, and then the world actually seeing you, and you realize the world is seeing you for who you really are instead of somebody that's
Yeah.
closed off in a box, and they are more open to you because you are more open to the world, you know.
I'm telling you, energy is a thing, and that's telling my kids, words, what you speak, even if it's in your head, you are setting intention. If I woke up every morning and told myself, I hate myself, I'm ugly, you're worthless, guess what? That's what I am then.
believe.
Literally, that's
Yeah.
what I am, because that's but
Because
if
that's
I
what
wake
you
up
told yourself.
and I said, okay, I am worthy to just get out of this bed and brush my teeth. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you can do during the day. Pop off, queen, if that's what you
getting
do.
out of bed is an accomplishment. Like getting
It
dressed
really
is an
is.
accomplishment. Brushing your teeth,
Going into
whatever
the
you do.
world, but don't go into the world with negativity.
Because
We already
that's the
have
only
enough
thing
of
you're
it.
going to get back is negativity.
We already
If
have
you-
enough
to
of it,
me,
too.
like, negativity is like it just festers
Radiates off of
inside,
you.
but just even the slightest bit of positivity just freaking
But
overflows
negativity
out.
in someone builds up and builds up. It's not something that, because they're not releasing it. So if
Yeah, it
you just
festers,
continue,
it's sad.
yes, and it just
And
sits there and
explodes
you
and-
can't get rid of it.
That's
So
another
why
topic.
not be positive and feel better?
No.
Because I have, okay, for one, been a negative Nancy my entire life. I am realizing that. I am also coming to the realization of how that has affected other people, and I hate that, and I haven't got fully into myself with that. But you know, one of the first times I remember, you and I had went to Cameron, to the beach, and I was dreading it the whole way there. I never said anything, but when I got there and realized how, because I'd lost so much weight, how much easier it was for me now, and how I can literally bend down and touch my shoes, and I'm like, but why was I so negative about it before? You know, maybe because it was hard for me.
I think you
but
set your own limitations. That's another thing
Yeah.
we do, is we set these limitations in our head, but why? Why?
Yeah.
Well, I never
Wait,
tried to
I-
limit myself. Like, I always tried to do it. Now, I would dread doing things because I knew how hard it was for me.
Yeah, but then it became a negativity.
Yes.
For you.
So then, the whole way down there, me being me now, I am dreading it. And then I get down there and
we
it's
had like the
fucking
best
awesome.
day ever.
Yeah.
But I say this, and I try to tell my kids this, or you can wake, it doesn't matter what circumstance you were dealt in life or whatever, and believe me, we can have that conversation. Because I ain't all rainbows and butterflies. It took a lot for me to get here. But you can make a choice. Am I going to be miserable today, or am I going to be fucking happy?
Yeah.
Coffee spilled on me. Oh well, it's just coffee.
And I was always, and that's
I'm late
one
to
thing,
work.
like,
Well, maybe
Remember-
this is the universe stopping me from getting in a wreck or something. You know?
Remember when that pen busted all over my purse when I went to? It was everywhere. I was the calmest I've ever been. I didn't care.
Because
I
it's
cleaned
not
it up.
gonna
It
matter.
wasn't that serious. That's
I
what
have
everything out
also
of my purse,
become
cleaned it, and it was fine.
to realize that too, because also when Todd was here, he did everything for me. But now that he's gone, I have little things like that I've noticed, like he never got upset about, and he would always try to calm me down because I always got so worked up just at every little thing. And I've sat down and said to myself, Danielle, why do you get so worked up about the smallest things? Like, you're bringing more stress on yourself.
That's what I tell me all the time. Who cares? Why do we worry about the things we can't control?
Yeah.
God, that's
It
conversation
happened.
for
Let it go.
That's literally like when that lady rear-ended me the other day. Yes, I sat in my truck for a second, so I didn't lose my shit. But I realized as I'm sitting in my truck, I'm like, what can I do about it anyway? There's not a damn thing I can do about it.
But here's this: how do you not know that little small little boop
didn't
keep from
me
dying?
from an 18-wheeler
Yes,
sideswiping
I'm
me
telling
5
you,
minutes?
we don't-
I know.
Or
yeah.
like that little coffee spill that down my scrubs the other morning didn't stop me from getting in the vehicle. Just that 2 minutes could have saved my life.
Yep.
You don't know, and it's something you can't control.
And
so
people
why
don't
give
think
it
about
energy?
Yeah, people don't think about things like that. Yeah.
I learned that a long time ago.
Speaking, to go dabble back a little bit into breaking toxic cycles, that's definitely something that I am still actively learning, is to stop trying to control everything. And
yeah.
I mean, it's gotten, I'm not going to say that I've broken that cycle. I definitely haven't. Still learning process, but I have definitely, I'm navigating it, and I'm
You've
trying.
acknowledged it.
Yeah.
So
That's a step. And
That's
I
the
feel
first.
like there's a lot of different things that I have changed or just done, differently, because I see, like, it's not that serious. The world keeps spinning. I see this in my
Because there's bigger things that we can be mad about rather than a pin busting in our purse.
Or
but why be mad? Like, why be mad at all? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, to me, it just seems like such. I think I've become more protective of my energy. Maybe.
Yes, I think we all have.
So it's like, why do I want to focus, like,
on the negative of everything?
Or like,
some people are so negative, that's all they think about. Their whole day is negativity.
yeah.
Every single thing about their day is negative, and that's it's not healthy.
I'm like, you spend more time bitching about it than just doing something.
Yeah, and then, like, I had someone comment on my TikTok trying to get, like, a rise out of me, and instead of sitting there like I would have in the past, breaking them down to shreds and, like, trying to, you go low, I go lower, I just
ignored it. Yeah,
I
deleted it. Yeah.
Because you're not going to bring that on my page, number one.
If
number
only
two,
everybody else on social media could.
You can't control somebody else's
control.
emotions, but you can control your reaction. And if you just...
But that's what people want, is a reaction, and you're giving them exactly what they want. So they're going to keep on and keep on and keep on. So... And they could care less about the subject or what they're talking about. They're just happy they're getting a rise out of you because they're miserable.
Exactly, because they woke up. Chose misery, not happy. Yeah.
Choose happy.
I wish you love and light and carry on and get
That's why I
walk away from me.
I garden all the time because I'm always happy. Well, no, I'm not, but most of the time, pretty much.
So I do have a question for you guys.
She wanted Is this one we didn't hear?
So, knowing what you know now, what would you do differently, and what advice would you give me for myself now? Like, if you see anything in me now that you also struggled with, it maybe at my age, later,
I have my now advice for you. And for all you youngsters. I am 42 years old, so I do know a little something.
I ain't telling you how fucking old I am.
She's not as old as me, but she's almost as old as me. Don't wait
for anything.
Don't wait till you lose the weight to wear that shirt. Fucking wear it, because guess what? Slay Queen, you gonna look good. Don't wait for somebody to go with you to take the trip. Go. Don't wait. Don't say, okay, I'm gonna wait till I have more money, or I'm gonna wait. It's gonna come back. It's all gonna come back, and guess what? You can't take it with you.
I would say,
don't
which
wait.
I'm having a hard time doing this too, doing things, but just fucking do it. I'm telling you from experience of someone who has never done things for themselves in their life, just do it. Break that negative cycle and just be you and do you and just...
Because you'll find yourself along the way. Like,
Yeah.
just do it. And like I said,
We're still learning.
Well, it's those experiences
wait.
that make you
because
learn.
let me tell you,
Yes.
if you wait for somebody to go and do something that you want to do, you're gonna end up 80 years old in a rocking chair talking about, well, I wish I would have went and done. Don't do that. Like, just don't be scared. Just do it. Just go. Don't wait.
And
Do
love
it.
yourself.
Don't wait.
Always, always, always love yourself.
And give
Because
yourself
you
You might
grace.
not always
are
like
worth
yourself.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Give yourself grace. 'Cause
Yes.
you won't always like yourself.
Because
You'll be like, bitch, I'm gonna love you, but you need to get your shit together
I
right now.
have never loved myself until these past several years. And it is much easier to love yourself. Who cares what anybody thinks?
Because
Who
they're
cares?
having the same hate conversation
Yes,
in their head.
exactly. Everybody on this earth is insecure. And if they're not, they're probably a
serial
dick that
killer.
you don't even want to be around.
Probably a
So
serial killer or a narcissist.
I can't express, I don't know.
Self-love, yeah. But don't
Enough.
wait. Don't just
And
don't
do
wait.
you and be you.
Wait on
and-
having. Well, there are some things you could wait on, but we won't touch on. I'm talking about experiences because me and Gabby were having this conversation. I asked her. I said, "Can you name me one gift you got when you were 7 years old for Christmas?" She couldn't name it. When you were 9, hell, you probably don't remember what you got last year. But I asked her. I'm like, "Do you remember making Play-Doh with Gran, or all the trips I've taken them on, or just the random stuff that we just go and just do it?"
I mean, I was talking about the other day whenever we used to do picnics in the park. I was 4 years old when we did that. Like, I remember that, but it's like,
Yeah,
that was
I was a broke bitch, but guess what? We was going to the park.
Those
That was
kids
a
always
whole.
had fun though.
Yeah, that was a
Whenever
whole
we had,
experience.
Whenever we would have movie nights in my room,
I've made. Let me tell you what kind of poor we was. I was taking Dawn dish soap and water and making bubbles refills. Okay.
We would put that on
But
the trampoline, too.
but I'm telling you, mate, time, memories. I just don't wait. Just don't do it. And like I said, don't wait till I have more money or whatever, because you might get hit by a bus tomorrow. And guess what, bitch? That $2,000 you got in the bank. Now what? You should have went on the trip. You should have.
What I was gonna say is the bad things in your life. And if I have learned anything in the last several years is you should take the bad things from your life and learn from them instead of dwelling on them and sitting in them. Okay, sit, feel all the feels, and then
Let
get the
that
fuck
shit
over
go.
it.
Don't let it have
and
control
go
over
on.
you.
And learn from it. Pick it apart and see what you could have done or why things happen, and learn from the bad things in your life
Well, I do have
instead
something
of.
to add to that. Like a victim mentality. For the very
Yes,
longest
yes.
time, I would say,
Same.
why me? Why is this happening to me? Why now? Stop. Cut that shit out. It's
Because let me
not
tell you
gonna get
something.
Because that's why
anywhere.
shit's happening.
Look,
Much
whoever
negativity.
said everything happens for a reason, bullshit. Some things just happen to happen. They're just fucking shitty and they happen. Sit with it, feel the feels, and then let that shit go. It does not do not let it happen.
And do
around
the
you.
self-work. Do the therapeutic work you need to do to work
Yes.
through
Don't
it.
carry that.
To work through it so you carry it well.
But here's
You
the thing:
also
if
don't have
you're
to-
carrying it.
Don't let it define you.
Yeah.
And it's also not fair to those around you,
Mm-hmm.
because if I'm carrying that bullshit with me,
So
guess
are they.
what? So are they.
Yeah, and it's like I've had miserable friends who were like that, and their misery rubs off on you. It's like a domino effect.
Well, especially us as people who feel everything.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
But it's just this victim mentality. I would just always ask, why me? And then that went into the negativity, and that went into me having all of these negative thoughts about myself and then
And
everything
imagine
else.
what
And it
you
was
could have
just
did if you would have learned from it instead of kept
Or just
doing
let it
it.
go.
That's what. Yeah.
Stop letting it have. Like I said,
Yeah,
not
stop
not
letting it
everything happens
control
for a
you,
reason.
yeah.
I don't know where the fuck that came from or who they is. I'd like to kick them in the jiggly bits.
Yeah.
But some things just happen.
Because when you get to our age, you're going to realize those things are if you decide to do the work and the self-help and you become more self-aware and do the work that we've done, you're going to realize that those things built you to the person you are today, and you were actually a strong as fuck person.
Yeah.
for it, for whatever you've went through.
But you
do
learn
and grow from
but
it.
you have to acknowledge it.
You have to acknowledge it. You have to do the work.
You can't. Okay, when I say let it go, I don't mean lock it away in your head and never acknowledge it and do the work. Because that is going to even have that's
where the
alive.
Negativity comes from.
It'll eat you alive.
Yeah. Don't let things eat you alive.
You have to
figure out what you need to do. If you need to be in my DMs asking me how
No,
how I think you should, dude. Like,
I'll put their social medias in
and
the
talk to
description
you
down below because that's one thing I said at the end.
I
of
love
my
giving free
last
advice,
podcast,
and you can ask these too.
Literally DM me. My DMs are open.
And
here's
another thing that I told Gabby, and if you feel to a complete stranger, but if you feel a reason that maybe you need to message them, do it. I don't care how weird or crazy you think it is.
They may need it.
Yes.
They need, that is energy pulling
and then
you
that
for
goes
a
back
reason.
into you saying your words hold power and meaning. Because if I go up to somebody and I'm like, oh, you're fucking ugly, they could go home and
unalive themselves.
And tell me if somebody tells you you're fucking ugly.
Oh,
I'll be there.
Like, it's all of these things just build up and
but
that
I'm
goes
always
into being an
scared.
ugly person and just negative.
You don't realize what other people are walking through in that moment.
That's all them trolls on the social media that they're
keyboard
miserable.
warriors.
They need people to talk to.
Well, just you saying, like, just somebody in the store, pick one person and say, you look really nice today, or just say hi, or just say, or if you're nice
in the store and are drawn to a person for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's
talk
for a reason.
to them. Just say hi, because that's all they're gonna need, because they're probably it's just gonna come out. Like, start a conversation with an old person.
Oh, that's the best.
People don't realize, and you think, man, I really hate I've talked to this old man for 30 minutes, but what you really don't realize is you probably learned a lot in that 30 minutes, and that person needed that because they may not have anyone else to talk to. Imagine being that lonely. You don't have, and you're too old for social media.
Put yourself
but guess what?
shoes.
At one time they were the same age as you were.
Yep. And I tell you what,
these original experiences that you think you have are not so original, because there is somebody out there in this world that is going through the same exact thing as you, or already has gone through that.
So speak it, and let's.
Which is why I have this podcast, because I want to spread awareness on situations that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Because to me, I see people that do speak up about it, and then that gives me so much like.
But I think it goes to here's the thing. We can talk about our problems and our issues, and we can relate to each other, right? But safe space. This isn't for you to turn around and go gossip and screenshot. And if you're gonna talk about somebody ill intent, then you need to be able to sit down and help them. I don't want to listen to that shit.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that social media has created such a mean girl bully environment.
That's what we were going to talk about, how our childhoods were so different. We didn't have all that shit, and I'm very, very, very thankful.
If you had a problem,
we just whipped each other's ass and got it over with.
Literally,
what people
I'll meet you in the parking lot when we got to school. We're gonna beat the hell out of each other, and guess what? We're probably gonna be friends tomorrow.
There was this one time when I was in 8th grade, and there was this one time I was in 8th grade, and there was a football group chat, and one of my friends' inappropriate pictures had gotten sent in it, and people thought they were mine. So people were talking about me and saying stuff about me. Come to find out, it wasn't me. And then they found out it was my friend, and they started saying stuff about her. And like, you took time out of your day to not only
people don't think about the effect that it
has
on someone else.
Yes, and she was never the same after that.
And never will be.
No.
But people don't think about that. But that's why that shit didn't happen then, because we were scared of our parents. They weren't letting us get away with everything. They instilled in us that I'm gonna whip your ass.
Do you think there was more? I think because so we weren't so connected, right? Like
Yeah.
you had to genuinely go out of your way. Like if I wanted to call you or hang out with you,
The worst thing we have is 3-way call.
literally, or I'm gonna write you
And
a note.
you can literally.
I'm gonna say Danielle's a bitch, and
Yeah.
then it might have got dropped in class, and the teacher reads it.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the worst.
Like 3-way call, and then the other person's actually on the phone, so you can say, "Hey, bitch, what you got to say?" Instead of
Yeah,
you
something
know.
that happened recently to one of my best friends is she's planning things right now. I can't be too specific, but her and her boyfriend were getting talked about between another couple, and they were like ripping them to shreds, spreading rumors about
Because
them.
they're insecure and they're jealous of their relationship.
Yes, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, luckily they're strong enough to be like, okay, well, I just don't need you in my life because
Yeah.
that's just odd and weird. But it's like, not everybody's like that. That could have actually torn their relationship
If they would
apart.
have taken all the time and energy they took tearing apart that other couple into fixing their relationship,
Yeah.
they might have a better relationship.
Yeah.
Go on, tell them to come talk to me.
I will say this: pick your circle wisely.
Yeah,
'Cause
very, very
I
wisely.
promise you, if they're sending you screenshots of random
They're doing it to everybody else.
Okay, like our city's information page, right, on Facebook. If you sending me Sally Sue, I don't know who the fuck Sally Sue is.
And I could care
and
less.
her baby daddy's cousin's dog is cheating on the whatever, and you're screenshotting that to me. What you saying about me behind my back?
Well, and it's not only that, it's people that send you stuff, screenshots of stuff like that, especially if you don't have social media. I don't give a scab on a rat's ass who did it and what for down the road or across town's doing. I don't give a shit what happened in their household. That's their business, not mine.
Well, I can't even lie. Like, it's gotten to a point to where gossip is so normalized that, like, unhealthy in my life. Like, it's to where I was, like, digging for stuff. Like, I'm like an FBI agent.
Yeah.
Oh, you give me a name, I'll find out everything about this person. But exactly.
You could have took that time.
Exactly.
And took a bubble bath and painted your toenail.
And did something to productive in my life and to better myself.
Because that's making negativity fester.
Well, and if somebody says, "Oh, I have met this guy and I want you to find out stuff," I will find out a shit ton of stuff. But I'm not like digging for drama or,
or to find out who he dated in 6th grade. Or
and I will say, like you said,
But you got grown ass women around here
arguing with 16-year-olds.
Y'all don't get me started on that.
It's diabolical.
Blows my mind because my mother would have never. My mother did almost whip some girl's ass one time behind me, but the only reason she didn't is because she was underage and my daddy pulled her away. But it wasn't talking. She wasn't going to sit there and text. Or write this girl letters or whatever we did back there, post on Facebook.
To slyly talk about them instead of saying their name.
Well, first of all, and my mother's one, if she's got something to say, she's just going to tell you.
Yeah, that's another thing with social media. I think it's giving people too much of a protection.
It is.
Right? So
because they don't want to get their ass whipped.
But it can be a conversation. Like, okay, for instance, Gabby did have an issue with a teacher in high school, inappropriately talking about what she was wearing to other kids in class. And this is a woman, a shapely woman herself, pop-off queen. We love curves around here. But instead of me posting on Facebook, ranting and raving about her,
you went to her.
I went to her and I approached it as,
and people.
You are a woman to woman. You are a leader in the school. You are a teacher, right? Why you're supposed to be uplifting these girls, not talking down about them.
With that whole protection screen you were talking about, that's like with the stuff that's happened recently. I'm not going to name any names, but you have my phone number, you have my address. You are willing to give everybody else why you're mad or screenshots or whatever.
Or say your name in a Facebook post.
Or say my name in a Facebook post, but you can't come to me when you have my phone number or address. Why not?
We could have.
Or when I ask why you're mad for screenshots, you can't send them to me. You don't want that conversation, but you would rather have it with everybody else who doesn't know any better because they don't have the truth.
We need to be grown ass people and have.
Grow up.
If you have a conflict with somebody or a problem with somebody,
talk to them about it.
Talk to them.
Not everybody else.
And let's really talk
Or
about it. That
Facebook.
teacher likes children and likes to flirt with kids in class, and she needs professional help.
Well, she needs more than that. No, I can't say that.
I don't understand why people
have no balls.
Well, and I mean, and it doesn't have to not every situation has to be a defensive situation.
No, it's just.
I don't.
But I'm saying when I say that, I'm saying they don't have the balls to actually confront somebody to have a conversation.
Exactly, because I didn't come at her saying like.
Yeah, and I'm not saying have the balls come to somebody to whip their ass. I'm saying just
I approached
to
it
have a conversation.
in an open. I mean, I did set my boundaries. I did do that, but I came at it as a like. I'm disappointed in your actions. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But don't do it again, because then
we're gonna have a problem.
Well, no, and then I told her the next time if it happens,
I'm calling it dirty dick.
She's gonna see me face to face, and then we're gonna have that conversation. We're gonna revisit this conversation in person.
Yeah,
but I didn't go and slander
Hot
her name
Debbie,
all over Facebook
like everybody else does, because this town is.
And one last thing to add to finish that up is that 99% of what these people say on social media, I guarantee you they would never in their life say that to your face. Ever.
That's why they say it online.
Well, and what do they say? Don't throw stones in a glass house.
Amen. And
well, we all got shit.
And half of the time the call is coming from inside the house.
Oh, she said what she said. Pick it up.
Woo!
Hello.
They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for the rat, and they haven't. Just saying.
And I'm not. We all have. That's another thing.
And we're not saying we're perfect. We are saying we've done a lot of work and a lot of growing. Nobody's
and
acknowledging
it, and
acknowledgement, accountability. That's what people don't have.
Social media is a highlight reel. Now, some people do use it as a dear diary. Woe is me, but whatever. But most people use it as a highlight reel. Me, I'm posting my kids. But I'm not posting when I'm crying in my bed at 2 a.m.
Dude, you know what really ticks me off is when somebody videos themselves crying. That is completely for attention. I have
put shoes on your damn kids. If you bring them to the ER, don't be posting them.
I ain't never in my life videoed myself crying. And
Gabby said can't relate.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, but it's so weird for me because I know it's genuine. Other people,
but I think it's their generation. It goes back to us.
So, yeah, I'm just.
Well, I mean, like if I'm crying. Okay, so like recently, my Grand Sue passed away, and I had saw this trend, and it made me cry. So I posted a picture, and I put on it like, if I knew this was the last time I was gonna get to hug you, I would have held on longer. And it's like, it wasn't like I was saying like, oh, I want you to feel bad for me, or I want you to feel, no, I know people who are currently in my life going through that same thing.
Well, I mean, and it's the same thing with me and Todd. Like, I post stuff, but it's not because I'm sitting in it. It's because I want to remember those memories. I want to remember the good memories because at the end, let's be honest, it wasn't
I'm just saying
the best.
Most people just post the highlights of their life. So don't compare yourself to them, because I promise we all got shit. We all got shit.
My favorite trend on TikTok right now is people talking about their insecurities. Yeah. Because it makes other people feel so seen.
It makes them feel
normalized.
Normal, yes.
Because everybody has insecurities.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have problems or you want to talk to somebody, and if you think it's the weirdest shit ever, just slide up in my DMs. Like, if you feel like you need help with something, or that I may have wise wisdom, because
or you just need somebody to say, baby, it'll be okay. It might not be okay right now,
but it might not be okay. I promise.
Next year.
Because you know how many times I've wanted to unalive myself, and guess what? I'm still sitting right here on this couch, stronger than I was then. And I I could only imagine how mad at myself I'd be if I'd actually done it.
How mad
Pushed through it.
Yeah,
at you.
I would have resurrected
How
you.
mad I'd have been at you. But
Yeah.
there is somebody out there that cares, and I'm not just blowing smoke
I
up your
care.
ass. I
I don't give a
genuinely
shit
do.
if nobody else does. I care
do
about
care
you.
about people.
Yeah.
We see you, we love you,
You
are
are
still.
absolutely.
You are not alone. Don't ever feel like you're alone. I'm
And
telling
you
you.
want
just
you want
getting
to talk
chills.
you want to talk about some aliens? You want to talk about some weird shit?
Yeah.
Pick me.
Yes.
You want me to talk about how I got shit on my hand wiping my ass the other day? Like, it happens.
Yeah.
Like, weird shit. I don't care if you
I
feel like
can't
you
jump
need
on the
help or
trampoline
something.
anymore. I'll piss myself. So I mean, we can talk about
I
some
sneezed
weird
and
shit.
pissed myself, and I ain't even had children.
Old age.
I was just fat for a real long time. That bladder probably dropped.
What was the
I don't know,
question?
but I feel like this has been a pretty good podcast.
A question for you, Gabriello.
Okay.
For us,
Okay.
what is one piece of advice that you would give to me
Us.
or Danielle?
To y'all.
It doesn't have to be the same
Same.
thing.
Okay. For you, I would definitely say that you are a caregiver, and that's literally your career, but also a title that you've had outside of your career your entire life.
And not only for her kids.
Yeah, for everyone. And I feel like the advice I would give you is, I mean, I do this too, but you shut down and you isolate because you want to deal with it on your own, and you have to stop doing that.
Yeah,
Because
I'm gonna start just showing up.
it has
FYI.
done absolutely nothing for you, and it scares me so bad. Like when you don't answer your phone,
It's
because
starting to
I know,
scare
like,
me.
I know, like you're sitting here and you're sitting in it by yourself, and it scares me. And I call you and you don't answer, and I'm like, I mean, I feel what you are feeling because I'm also feeling that way, and I'm trying to break that, and so I'll call, and then like you don't answer, and then it scares me.
I know when she
Goes back to toxic cycle.
Yeah.
But it's when even from being a child, when you are the strong one, you are the fixer, you are the problem
and when you
solver.
can't fix
I mean,
it, it's,
and look, okay, who do the elders on our feminine side of the family, who do they call to fix things in our family?
You, everyone calls you. That's what I'm saying. It's like
So who have I had to call?
you can call
nobody.
me.
But I'm saying,
But not when you weren't here.
you know what
Her
I'm saying?
whole life, she's
Yeah,
never
I mean,
had anybody to take care of
I'm
her.
saying I understand why you do it, but I think that's something that you need to break because we're here. You're not alone.
I
It
don't want your
is.
kids to burden
Yeah,
either.
but I'm not a kid.
We can't tell y'all everything.
I know
it
you're not a
doesn't
kid
matter
anymore, but you're
a
still my
child.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want you to. Just
She
feel
won't.
it.
If she, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, within this past week with everything going on, she has not answered anyone.
I
And
know.
doesn't want to talk to anyone.
But that's what I'm saying, baby. And she hadn't answered me, and that she has never done. But when I start to panic, that's when you should panic. But I don't know how to tell you that I know. But if I'm panicking, then you can panic.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying the advice I would give to you is that
At least
you
try to say I'm
are
okay.
not alone, and if you are struggling, reach out for help, please.
She will. And I think that's why I don't.
And I
Because
think
she will reach out to me if she needs
and
help.
I think that's
so I don't.
and it's also good transition in life, like is like I said, living for the first time just like y'all, parenting. What is the line between, okay, yeah, you're 20 years old yet now, I'm still your mother, but is it appropriate for me to share that burden? You know what I'm saying? To me it feels like a burden. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I need to open my mind and think about it from a different
This is
perspective.
funny because I talked about this in my last podcast. No, asking for help is not a burden.
Not
Talking
help,
about it
but
is
But
not a
your
burden.
kids,
No.
it's different. It doesn't matter how old you get.
I just
but-
feel like you keeping it to your, like, at least promise me that you'll call Dan.
If she literally was not okay, she would text me, I'm not okay.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of things that do go on where she just
There
isolates and doesn't ask for help. And I get that because I've also still to this day do that. But my advice to you would be please ask
Yeah,
for
stop
help.
that.
It's not
Get
a
your shit
burden.
together.
And
I know
you are not a burden.
but it's
Burden me with
watch
your problems
me, watch
more.
me grow.
Is
That's
what I'm
definitely
saying.
that's a toxic cycle I'd like to break too.
Burden problems. Stop taking on all my shit.
But I don't. I feel like you take on as much. I feel like we.
I don't feel like you put anything on me.
But I don't feel like I'm carrying no heavy.
I don't feel like you are either.
Because you've carried everyone else's all the time. So it's just
Maybe we just balance each other.
I think so.
And that's what makes it okay. And we also know we can text each other and say, hey, I'm not okay, or I'm spiraling, or I want whiskey. And she knows.
Or you got bail money?
Or you got bail money. Because I
Okay.
don't care about a felony today.
I don't want to cry, so let's move off this topic.
So
What's
the
Danielle's
advice? The advice I would give to Danielle is to stop sitting in it and take action. I feel like, and I mean, I do this too. I feel like this goes into everything. I do all of these things too, and I'm trying to break it as well. This is a learning journey for all of us together. But you are like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing, and I need to do this thing.
And I don't ever do it.
And you
I
don't.
know.
And it's
Because
like
I'm not
me,
because
I'm the
rather
complete
than-
opposite.
I'm
gonna
not
do
but
it.
it's something I'm working on, showing up for myself.
yeah.
That is what I'm struggling with, is showing up for myself.
But I also think you do this thing to where you think it has to be like perfect time.
It does.
But it doesn't.
You don't.
It
Don't
doesn't.
wait. What
Do
I
it. What did you just say? Hold on. What did you just say?
Shut up, Gabriella.
Do it.
You got to. I'm telling you. Don't
I
be
know.
scared.
I know. I'm not scared. I don't know what it is.
It just takes the first step.
I know.
That's literally all it takes.
Okay, guys, stop chewing my ass.
But you
now.
have
I don't
taken
wanna
that
cry.
first step. You acknowledge that you need to do it.
Oh yeah, I know.
So do
what
it.
I need to do. I just need to do it. I know.
Let's take the step.
That was-
I need to get my life together. My first step needs
Everyone
to be
needs to get their lives
Put
together.
that shit in a box.
Okay,
Put a
Monday. Monday, since it has to be perfect. This Monday.
Today is
No,
Monday.
Sunday. Next Sunday. I'm getting my life together and giving myself a bedtime, guys.
Okay.
And I'm going to get my life together.
That's
Okay.
good.
Okay. Hold me to
Good.
it.
We're holding you to it. It's happening.
Accountability.
Yes.
Hold me
So-
accountable.
We
10 o'clock is
digress.
my bedtime.
We
I need to be
digress.
asleep by 10.
Do you have anything else?
Text me at 9 o'clock and say melatonin.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Anything weird you want to know from the 90s growing up? How we used to talk to complete strangers in the AOL chat rooms?
What is the AOL chat?
Like a Yahoo
You
chat
know what,
room.
I wish
Do
I
you know
could
what a
have
chat
a
room is?
MySpace. Yeah.
MySpace?
I've never
Oh,
done
that's something.
I wanted
that is, oh, y'all
MySpace.
couldn't handle it.
I-
you couldn't handle it. Having to rank
Your
top
friends.
10 friends in order from
Oh,
one.
I could do that right now. with
Yeah,
no
you
remorse.
could, but a lot of other people could
Yeah,
not
I
because they
just
can't
don't.
handle it.
I've been looking at
Okay, here's some advice from Mama Dana in lieu of recent events. Listen to the crazy ones, the ones screaming the things that
That aren't normal in your
Yeah.
norm.
Because guess what? They're the ones that are right.
Agreed.
Look what's happening right now, guys. Be
Well,
woke. Awake. Listen to the crazy ones.
Stand the fuck up.
We care. We
Let's
care. We
end-
see you.
Let's end the episode with my gratitude segment. One thing that happened to me this week, even though it wasn't necessarily ideal, one good thing that happened to me was that I got to go to my internship and I got to go to class and experience all of these things that, I mean, yeah, they're stressful, but they're fun and I enjoy doing it, and I'm working towards my career, and I'm grateful that I get to do that.
And we are so proud of you.
Very proud.
It's Monday. Ain't shit good happened to me today, but I made it through today, and that's good enough for me.
Yes, made it through the day.
I'm grateful that I didn't wake up in utter chaos like some other countries, less fortunate, and as of right now, I still have control of my own body. So, well, there's that. Okay, not going down that, but I'm grateful, and if you need us, Gabby's gonna drop our info
down below.
100.
I love you guys so much. We love you. You are seen. You are heard.
In love and light, always pay it forward.
Bye.
I was going to say something, but I got really awkward, so bye.